Astrology time, and today is Thursday. It is the 25th of June, so we're starting to count them down, right? It's okay, so the moon is Scorpio all day long. Okay, so who's afraid of Scorpio, right? Yesterday was a day of square magic, and by square magic, I don't mean, hey, you guys are square. I mean, the moon opposed Chiron and was square Pluto. Some square magic, oppositions and squares, right? Look, I personally accepted a health challenge, and now I have an opportunity to make good on some 3D matters, okay? Maybe a little sore for that health challenge, but it doesn't come a day too soon, right? Because I needed to make some changes, and I've committed to making some changes. So, in that Pluto radical change thing, right? So, yesterday's Pluto square was challenging, and it spills into today, spills over, right? So this is all about the 3D, okay? Work stuff, career stuff. We're building up, right? We've been building up to this. Venus had us looking good, right? Looking good. So with us looking good, this is a different shirt, right? Never wore this on a broadcast before. Went out and bought this just to when that Venus thing was happening, right? Now we're feeling good. We're ready to go forward, right? Now, what are you going to do with this power? What are you going to do with it today? The moon is square Venus, so this is no time to be afraid or turn our tail. It's asking us some very specific questions, okay? Yes. The power, the appearance, everything. How resilient are you? Okay, how can you go forward with this? Now, it's up to us to follow through and put on a show. Venus in Leo, right? Now, the biggest obstacle we have is, guess what? Ourselves. So, get out of your own way. Drive and initiative will be rewarded today and beyond. Don't fall back into old habits, okay? Old vices, old anything, right? It's not a day for overt creativity. This is a day for 3D grind stuff, making sure we have enough, shoring up that home front, right? That's right. The Cancer season things that are going on, right? That's what we're doing. This is part of it. Even with Mercury slowing down, we're already on this course, so it's like trying to stop a supertanker or something, right? It takes a long time. We're not going to slow down anyway. We need to have things done in a very short period of time. So, move with confidence and let the lovely light of Venus shine through you, because today's keyword is restoration, and the color is the illumination or an illuminated black candle, the illumination from a black candle. Now, first of all, Shane, why a black candle? Well, look, I am more than comfortable enough with the powerful restorative energy of Pluto and by default of Mars, because they're the rulers of Scorpio, right? Have our moon in Scorpio. Now, it just so happens that Pluto is in Aquarius, which my chart is where my Mars is at. So Pluto and Mars kind of both working together in my Aquarian house, right? And for me, that would be, let's see, my sixth house. So, is it my sixth? Yeah, it would be my sixth. So, this is very curious because this amplifies this work thing for me. May not do it for all of you, but this is certainly where the flow is taking us, right? There's all sorts of things in there. It just happens to be crazy specific for me. Now, the black candle, that is, look, the restorative energy of Pluto and Mars, yes, I'm using the black candle as a reset to get to my manifested goals for a short period of time, right? Right before Mercury is going to turn retrograde. So basically for this month, been kind of off track with it because of just circumstances. Not circumstances due to me, but circumstances and opportunities that were not there. So now the black candle will draw out stuck energy and amplify the power that Venus has been calling forth to advance those goals. The looking good, the sounding good, the doing the right things, right? Yes, that's where it needs to go. Get my manifested goals back on track. And yours too. Okay, we have this week leading up to the 4th of July, right? This is a great time to just get a jump on it right now with that Scorpio right there. And then soon we're going to be into Sagittarius, so that'll be expansive, right? So we will be doing some expansive stuff with Jupiter, the old leader, but now we have Venus in the lead. So this, look, we're going to be amplify that power that Venus has to advance our goals. Now, this is actionable Leo energy that is being augmented by Saturn in Aries. There's a trine going on. There's actually a grand trine going on. I'm going to get to that in the next one. So we have to bring our A game to the table and see what today brings. So see what today brings for you. We will most likely need to repeat this kind of ritual when the sun is in Scorpio later on this year. So you remember this point where you're at. If you have to, journal it. Do something with it, right? Just put it down there. That will be great. Now, the moon in Scorpio is unconsciously showing us the way to unlock our manifested desires. And this has everything to do with being unbound and free to act, and do so in a way that is satisfying on many different levels. It restores our balance, and it makes our desires more attainable. There's a grand fire trine, folks, between Venus, Saturn, and Black Moon Lilith. Overcoming obstacles will be rewarding. Creating something at this late juncture of this month is seemingly impossible, but desire, drive, and some creative persuasion, yeah, Lilith and Venus are trine and are taking this to a deeper place. With the moon in Scorpio, there will be no lack of sexual tension either. So, you can take this either way, right? It is just there. Respond accordingly and remain disciplined because Saturn is our chaperone. We must be focused on changing our outcome, 3D outcome. That's an important thing. Now, what feels like a lost cause, the month, is actually a golden opportunity for some. Some may have already had a great month. You just don't know the way these things go, right? There's a brief T-square that Pluto, Venus, and the Moon are forming. The tension here is this: a dark desire to love and be loved versus our charm, creativity, versus using our charm, creativity, and beautiful presence for further recognition and 3D gain. We can put that stuff to use. We can either put it to use for chasing romance, forbidden romance in some cases, or 3D gain, discipline. Really just visiting it and making sure that we're hitting all the right notes, right? We need to restore our primary drive. Sure, the holiday's approaching here in America, but this is no time to take your foot off the gas, right? The tension is resolved by taking practical action. Do your job until the goals are met. The reward you're working towards will be realized in due time. Of course, they always are, right? But there are no shortcuts with Saturn involved. So make it your focus. All right, so kind of cool, right? In 1984, Warner Brothers releases the 6th studio album by Prince, Purple Rain, his commercial peak. The film soundtrack album sells over 25 million copies, tops the charts in 5 countries, and wins 2 Grammy Awards and an Academy Award. And our birth is Antoni Gaudí. He is a Catalan-Spanish architect. He was born in 1852. He died in 1926. He is the person who is responsible for that structure in Barcelona known as the Sagrada Familia. Okay, he designed several other structures in Barcelona as well, the Casa Milan, the Casa Batilo, and he's born in Reus, Catalonia, in Spain. And they're finishing almost the second spot. It's still not done. Still has a lot of detail work to be done, but it's an imposing structure. And that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate and love every single one of you. Thank you so much for all your likes and comments, and of course the shares and all that stuff. Let's recap, shall we? Our color is an illuminated black candle. Yep, I did. I put one to just usher in this new, get rid of the old stagnant energy and bring in some new energy, right? It's a protection of sorts, right? It's protecting my month. And our keyword is restoration, because we're going to restore ourselves to where we were at a little while ago, right? That's all I have for you. Today is the 6th. Happy astrocatting.